Hello and welcome to today's matchup between the Immanuel Lutheran Lancers and the Melrose-Mindoro Mustangs JV matchup. C team won theirs in 3 sets, 2-1. Ended up winning the third set 25-21 as the JV Lancers try to keep that streak going of wins today. Lancers varsity will be happening after this game is completed at about 7:30, so an hour and 15 minutes from now. Third set may or may not be to 15 depending on how much time we have. As we seem to be fairly on time at the moment, but it's quite possible that it could indeed go to 15 in the third set. No matter what, we will be heading to a third set as Seibel in, sporting the libero jersey once again. And number 8, Kira Green, once again back to serve to start for the Lancers today. Receive set center, going to be tipped over, and miscommunication by the Lancers as she drops it down on the line. And the Mustangs take a 1-point lead early. Back to serve, the swing from varsity. It'll be number 4, Bristol Coates. Received by Starland. Green going to tip it over. That one goes too far down the left line as the Mustangs take a 2-point lead. That one heads into the net, and the Lancers bring it within 2-1 as number 14, Koenig, will enter for Williams. And number 2, Starland heading back, not Starland, Gurgle heading back to serve. This one far, handled, and tipped under the net. Miscommunication by 4 and 19, Coates and Tracy. As the Lancers now going to tie it back up at 2 as number 2, Gurgle, heading back to serve. Received. Tipped off the net. Bartles is there. Starland across. For Bartles. Good backhand over. Saved by the libero in the back. Back across center. Good touch to the back. Gurgle. Set back for Starland center. Blocked at the net. Bartles back in the air. Back to Bartles, and she'll set it over. Back across. Center and drops it down on the line. That'll be number 19, Tracy, hitting the free throw line and giving her team a 1-point lead, 3-2. Another swing from varsity, number 17, Miranda Bates, back to serve. Lunging save by Gurgle. Set up for Koenig. She'll set it center. Saved and good tip over. Starland is there. Back across, close to the ceiling. Starland gonna just stand still over. Saved, fading away. One-handed gets it over. Green is there. Back across. Bartles, another good backhand. Saved by the libero once more. Right side, off the net. Seibel can't make it there in time as the Mustangs go up by 2, 4-2. Baines back to serve, looking for more. Received by Bartles. Green sends it up, and Seibel will bump it over. Saved in the back and set left side. Good touch over, Green is there. Miscommunication by Bartles and Gurgle. 5-2 is your score, with the Mustangs still up by 3. That one heads into the net. Lancers bring it within 2. Quaid will enter for Seibel. And the ball will eventually get back to Bartles, and she will serve. Good spot from Bartles, sent back into play by the libero, and just over the net, saved by Koenig. Set up for Quaid, blocked at the net, saved by Quaid. Green sends it back, Koenig over the net, drops it down on the back line. And we don't have any line judges. And the only person over there is the Mustang coach. 6-3, Mustangs are up 3. Substitution. Lancers were not quite ready for that one. They were still subbing in. But that's okay. 7-3. Tracy back to serve. Received by Starland. Green across for Koenig. Saved in the back and set back, and it'll be bumped over. Diving save by Seibel off into the bleachers. as the Mustangs go up by 5. Lost one up, received by Starland. Across for Quaid to the back. Saved and set center. Tipped at the net. Diving save by Seibel off the net. Back in the air, and that one drops to the floor. As the Mustangs go up now by 6. Lofts up, running save by Starland. Sets it back, and over by Quaid, and drops it down. Miscommunication by the Mustangs, and the Lancers will get it back. Down 5, 9-4. 2 subs, Kazemba and Rosendahl in for Quaid and Starland. No, it's Starland. Gurgle. They look exactly the same, I'm telling you. From the back, they look exactly the same. And Starland will head back to serve. Received in the back, sent up, and sent to the back. Received by Seibels, and Starland can't make it there in time. As the Mustangs will get it right back, 10-4. As the libero number 1, Isabella Fridge, will head back to serve. And nope, we're going to change that to number 10, Emily. As Quaid also re-enters for Green on the Lancer side. Received by Kazemba in the back. Starling across for Quaid. Diving save, gets it back in the air. Set up and just set high. Received by Starland. Up for Koenig. Caught her off guard as she tried to change from a bump to a set. Ended up going right under the net as the Lancers bring it within 5, 10-5. And Williams will enter and will serve for Koenig. Into the net, and the Mustangs will get it right back, 11-5. Off the hands of Seibel and out of play, an ace for the Mustangs. And they go up by 7. Timeout by the Lancers, 12-5. They lead by 7. Mustangs up by 7, 12-5. Received by Seibel in the back. Starland sets it up for Kazemba. Tipped at the net and drops down onto the Mustang side. As the Lancers bring it back within 6. Quick substitution. Bartles in for Quaid. As Seibel will head back to serve. Lunging save. Tips it up and into the net. As the Lancers bring it now within 5. Lunging save, gets it back in the air. Good tip over, diving save by Starland, can't get it back. As that one heads into the bleachers, 13-7. As libero number 1, Isabella, heads back to serve. Received by Williams off the backboard and cannot be saved. As another ace from the Mustangs doubles up the Lancers score, 14-7. Serve to the back, Seibel is there. Good touch over by Starland. Saved and set over the same way. Kazemba across. Bartles. Off the shoulder of the libero, and that one's not coming back. Good spot from Bartles as the Lancers bring it within 6, 14-8. Green in for Rosendahl. And Green will head back to serve. Received by Isabella, sent back into play, and set to the back where Seibel is. Green sends it high. Starland, good touch over, blocked at the net, off the net, saved by Kazemba, and sent to the back by Starland. Over to Tracy, diving save as Green sends it out of play. 14-8. 15-8. Serve to the back. Seibel is there off the backboard and cannot be saved. As another ace from the Mustangs. Bring them up 8. Drops it down in front of Starland. 17-8. Going down the side, saved by Starland. Set up for Starland, blocked at the net, and drops down onto the Lancer side. As the Mustangs now lead by 9. 10. Received by Williams in the back, off the ceiling. Set for Starland, and she'll send that one far as the Mustangs take an 11-point lead. 19-8. Coach looking for the 20s. Miscommunication by Starland and Williams. 20-8, a 12-point Mustang lead. Another timeout by the Lancers. As the Mustangs going strong, just 5 points away from taking the first set. Back from the timeout, 20-8. The Mustangs are up by 12. Looking to finish it off. Coach back to serve once again. Received by Seibel. Sent up for Starland. Blocked at the net. Seibel is there. Green back up. Starting again, this time on a standstill. Diving save back up in the air and cannot be sent back by Tracy. As the Lancers break the serve and bring themselves within 11, 20-9. Gergel and Koenig in for Kazemba and Williams. And Gergel will head back to serve. Running save. Sent up and a standstill over. Off the hands of Seibel and out of play. 21-9. Received by Seibel, set for Koenig. Talked at the net, but onto the floor. Good spot from Koenig as the Lancers find double digits and bring themselves within 11. Bartles back to serve. An ace for Bartles. And the Lancers will bring themselves within 10. The other night, Bartles had 15 straight serves along with 9 aces. And ended up winning that game by 14. Very impressive run. She's got 1 ace so far here, and they definitely could use a run like that. Send back into play and sent to the back, received by Gergel. Green across. Koenig sends that one far as the Mustangs double it up once again, 22-11. Adams will enter. And Tracy will head back to serve. Serve to the back. Gurgle is there. Green up for Quaid. She'll send it over. Saved and set center. Miscommunication from the center on the left side. 22-12. Lancers bring it within 10. Rosendahl in for Green. And Starland is back to serve. Good spot from Starland. Sent back into play and cannot get over the net. As the Lancers now bring it within 9. Sends that one far. As Mustangs go back up by 10. Emily will enter. And we'll head back to serve. Just 2 points away from taking the first set. Received by Rosendahl. Seibel sends it back up. And Quaid will send it over. Miscommunication, still gets it up in the air, but off the net. As the Lancers bring it back within 9, 23-14. As Kazemba will enter for Gurgle. And Koenig will head back to serve. Sends that one far, and the Mustangs now just 1 point away with a 10-point lead. 24-14. Williams could be the final substitution in for Koenig. And number 12, Stello, back to serve for the win. Good spot, drops it down in front of Quaid. And that will do it on an ace, 25-14. Mustangs in the first set by 11. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the second set. Mustangs up 1-0. back from the timeout. Lancers lost the first set 25-14. Trying to make a comeback and tie up this game. As this one is received by Eichstätt in the back. Sent up for Larson, who can't get there in time. And the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead. Gates back to serve and into the net. As the Lancers tied up, Koenig will enter for Eichstätt. And Gerger will head back to serve. Received by the libero and off to the podium. An ace for Gergel. And the Lancers go up by 1. Received. Set right side. Good spot over the net. And sliding Seibel can't save it. As the Mustangs tie it up at 2. Serve to the back. Seibel is there. High for Larson. She'll send it far, and the Mustangs take a 1-point lead, 3-2. Baines back to serve. Received by Bartels. Set across for Koenig, fading away. Saved, and that sends back over. Koenig sends it right back. Saved off the net and tipped over. Drops it down. And the Mustangs hang on to take a 2-point lead. Serve to the back. Seibel is there. Across. Bartels sends that one far as the Mustangs extend it to 3. Received by Bartels. Good chip over by Green. Saved and set center. Sends it high. Seibel is there. Bartels back up in the air. And Larson trying to paint the line, and off the hands of the libero number 1, Isabella, and onto the floor. 5-3, Bartels back to serve. Quaid in for Seibel. Into the net, and the Mustangs will get it back. 6-3. Seibel now in for Bartels. Tracy back to serve. Diving save by Seibel. And off out of play. (7-3), saved by Larson in the back. Sent up for Quaid. Saved and set over. Seibel is there. Back. Green. Koenig. Off the hands of Tracy and out of play as the Lancers bring it back within 3. Rosendahl and Starland in for Larson and Green. And Starland will head back to serve. Serve to the back, lunging save. Sent up and sent right back by Quaid. Diving save, some miscommunication. And the Lancers back within 2. Received center, sent back by Koenig on the line. And the Lancers bring it within 1, 7-6. Received in the back, sent up, and it's going to be bumped over. Seibel is there. Cross for Quaid, good touch over the net. Saved and sent far. Seibel is there. Across. Rosendahl tipped off the net and drops it down. Lancers tied up at 7. Starland back to serve. Game tied at 7. Sends that one far as the Mustangs go back up by 1. Received by Seibel. Across. Quaid drops it down on the back line as the Lancers tied up at 8. Eichstead in for Koenig. Eichstead back to serve. Trying to give the Lancers a lead. Received. Sent up. And back row over, diving save by Gergel. Across. Rosendahl into the nets. And the Mustangs maintain a 1-point lead. That one into the net as the Lancers tie it back up at 9. Lunging save, sends it back, and does not touch the ceiling. Saved by Eichstead. Across. Bartle's going to bump it over. Save, tipped up, and that'll be a lift. Regardless, they weren't going to get to it anyway. As the Lancers take a 1-point lead, 10-9. Timeout by the Mustangs. Lancers up 1, 10-9. Lancers up 1, now up 2, and 8th from Seibel. As the Lancers go up 11-9. Saved in the back. Set left side. Good touch over. Starland is there. And sent over by Seibel. Off the hands of the libero and out of play. 12-9. Lancers up 3. Good spot from Seibel, and she'll drop down an ace. Lancers up 4. Sliding save. Sent back. And drops it down in front of Seibel. 13-10. Serve from Isabella. Saved by Starland. Rosendahl sends it high, and Eichstead will get it over. Sent immediately back. Up for Starland, stands still to the back corner, drops it down. 14-10. Green and Larson in for Rosendahl and Starland, as Green will head back to serve. Sends it down the line. Save sent up. Back row. Gonna bump it over. Green across for Bartles. Tipped at the net. Jumping save. Back up in the air and just sent over. Seibel's there. Larson up. Bartles across. Lunging save by Isabella. High and over. Too far. $15-10. Green a serve off the chest, saved, and somehow gets over, but dropped on the line by Bartles. 16-10. Lunging save off the net, sent back in the air and tipped over. Save by Starlin. Seibel from her knees. Bartles to the back. Saved, but drops down on some miscommunication by the Mustangs. 17-10. Lancers up 7. And another timeout. 17-10. Lancers are up 7. Back for the timeout, 17-10, Lancers up 7. Now up 8 as that one heads under the net, 18-10. Off the hands in the back, send back in the air. Could you get it over from the back? Yes, you can. Seibel miscommunication, thought Gergel was going to get it. Ends up dropping off her hands to the floor, 18-11. Quick substitutions, Mustangs down 7. Lancers 7 points away from taking the first set. Second set. Off the hands of Larson, somehow saved by Seibel, and ends up getting it over the net. Sends it left side. Off the net, diving save by Eichstead. Good send over by Green. Couple of diving Mustangs. End up going behind him to the back. 19-11. Lancers up 8. Sito in along with Koenig for Gergel and Eichstead. And Sito going to head back to serve. Into the net as the Mustangs bring it back within 7. So the back, saved by Seibel. And that'll be a double hit and or 4 hits. 19-13. So for the back, saved by Sito. Off the net, off the shoulder of number 13, Blake, and accidentally. So Lancers go up 7, now just 5 points away. Bartles back to serve as Quaid enters for Seibel. Good spot, save, sent back by Koenig to the floor. Lancers go up 8. Off the hands of Isabella and off the ceiling, an ace for Bartles. And the Lancers go up 9. Off the shoulder of Isabella, another ace for Bartles. She's got 2 in a row. And the Lancers up 10, just 2 points away. Bartles again knocking down an ace. That's 3 in a row. As the Lancers now are just 1 point away from taking the second set. Lost the first one 25-14. 1 point away from winning this one by 25-14. As that one heads into the net, 10 points, Mustang deficit. Seibel in for Bartles. Tracy back to serve, needs 10 straight to keep it going. Green sends it back. Koenig will send it over too far. And the Mustangs now within 9. Comes one high and far. Larson is there. Across. Quaid. Saved. Set center. Saved by Soto. Green across. Tip back over. Koenig comes flying in and ends up sending it into the net. Serve to the back. Seibel is there. Across. Quaid, left hand. Good spot. And off into the net, and that'll do it. 25-16. Lancers win the second set by 9, and we will play a third set either to 15 or 25. We are running a little short on time, so probably 15. But we shall see. That'll be again in about 3 minutes. And we are back for the third set. They split the first two 1-1. Starlin first to serve, double hit and 4 hits. So Lancers go up 1-0 early. This one will be either 15 or 25. We are running a bit short on time, so possibly 15. Starlin drops down an ace, and the Lancers go up 2-0. Another ace for Starlin off the hands of Coates. And the Lancers go up by 3. That one goes far, 3-1. Coast back to serve, 3-1 the score. Into the net, 4-1. Williams back to serve. Hard to the back, saved. Sent up. And swatted over, received by Seibel. Sent over by Starland. Lunging save and miscommunication as the Lancers go up by 4. Williams back to serve. Saved. Sent up. And just tipped over. Starland is there. Bartles across. Gurgle over the net. Saved. Set center, and she won't take it. Thought it was going to Bainson. 6-1. Timeout by the Mustangs. Lancers up 5. Williams back to serve. Lancers up 5. Saved, sends across off the net. Diving save by Seibel. Can't get it back in the air as the Mustangs bring it within 4. Received by Williams. Starling sets it up, and Gurgle will tip it over. Saved and off the hands to the floor. Now as the Lancers go up by 5. Quaid in for Seibel. Saved in the back, sent up, and set to the back, saved by Williams. Starling across. Off the net of Quaid, and drops to the floor in front of Isabella. And the Lancers now go up by 6. Off the net, diving save, another ace for Bartles. And the Lancers now up 9-2. Another ace for Bartles off the hands of Stello as the Lancers find double digits. Received by Isabella. Can't get it over. And the Lancers go up by 9. Serve to the back. Received cleanly. Across. And drops it down on the line. As the Mustangs bring within 8. Seibel in for Bartles. And Tracy back to serve. Drops it down in front of Green for an ace. Running save by Williams. Sent right back, saved by Green. Up for Starland, she'll just bump it over. Saved and set center. Into the net. 12-4. Kazemba in for Starland. And Green back to serve. And into the net, 12-5. Sends one high. Seibel's there. Green off the net and cannot be saved by Kazemba. As the Mustangs now within 6. Sends one high, received by Williams. Set up for Kazemba. Too far. 12-7. Serve to the back, saved by Seibel. Across for Quaid. Jumping save, back across, off the net, saved by Williams. Green sets it back, and Williams sends it over onto the line. And the Lancers go up by 6. Koenigan for Williams. Set back row, gonna bump it over. Gurgle is there. Green back for Quaid, and that'll be 4 hits. 13-8. Eichstead in for Gurgle. And Stello is back to serve. Off of Eichstead, Seibel back up in the air. And Kazemba sends it over, off the hands of Isabella and out of play. 14-8. Bartles in for Quaid. An ace for Seibel. As the score now 15-8, we will indeed be playing to 25. As Seibel heads back to serve once more. Lunging save. Set back row. Saved by Kazemba. Green back up for Bartles. Off the hands, back into play. And over the net, saved by Seibel. Green, good touch over. Saved into the net. Does the Lancers go up by 8, 16-8. Running save. Kazemba going to set it back over. Set center off the hands of Green. Back up and over from Kazemba. Saved. Set left side. Off the net onto the Mustang side. Going to set it to the back. Green is there. Up for Kazemba. Running save. Good running set over. And the Mustangs bring it back within 7, 16-9. Isabella back to serve. Under the net, 17-9. Starland in for Kazemba. Serve to the back, saved, sent up, and over received by Eichstead. Across for Green. Good spot in the back, off the light. Saved and sent over. Seibel is there. Across. Green again. And Mustangs in the net. Lancers double them up, 18-9. Good spot from Starlin off the hands of Bates. An ace for the Lancers, and they go up 10. Sito in for Eichstätt. Starlin will send that one far as the Mustangs go within 9. Running save by Sito out of play. An ace for the Mustangs, and the Mustangs bring it within 8. Going down the line, saved by Green. Set for Green, good touch over, tipped to the net, running save, can't get it back in the air. As the Lancers go up 20-11. Williams in for Koenig. And Gergel in for Sito. Williams back to serve, just 5 points away. Lunging save, sent up. Green sends it right back. Saved and sent to the back. Saved by Williams. Starting across. Gergel into the net. As the Mustangs bring it within 8. Miscommunication by the Lancers. Another ace for the Mustangs. Sends that one far. As the Lancers go up by 8, 21-13. Quaid in for Seibel. Bartles back to serve. Received by Isabella, sent up for Tracy over the net. Too far. 22-13. Bartles back to serve, just 3 points away. Isabella back into play and just bumped over. Williams is there. Starling across for Quaid. Into the net. 22-14. Tracy back to serve, off the net, saved by Starland. Seibel sends it up for Quaid into the net. Received by Green. Good tip over by Starland. Saved and set left side. Into the net. 23-16. Green back to serve. Into the net. 23-16. 7-point Lancer lead. Sito in for Gergel. And Emily in and will serve. Running save by Seibel up into the bleachers. An ace for the Mustangs. And they bring it within 6. That one to the net. Lancers just 1 point away with a 7-point lead. Koenig in for Williams. And Sito back to serve for the win. That one heads under the nets, and the Mustangs will get one last chance. 24-18, gonna need 6 straight to keep it going. Serve to the back, saved by Sito. Good tip over from Green, lunging save. Sent across and gets it over the net. Saved by Green. Good touch from Starland. Saved and set center. Seibel there. Green up for Koenig, fading away. Diving save, back in the air and gets it over. Koenig sends it right back, and that'll do it. 25-18, Lancers will win it. After losing the first set, win the next two. And he'll take the 2-1 victory, same as C-Team. Varsity will be starting in about 10 minutes. I will turn off the stream and turn it right back on for band. And then varsity will start as soon as band is complete. I will not be doing the varsity game. Uriah Wales will be doing it. And we'll be back in 30 minutes.